Hi, guys. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast.
The B-side.
The B-side. And Jesper's in studio for the B-side. That's for the wonky cameras.
There you go.
So we're excited to have Jenna on tonight. Frick. I should have had her name up. Just say it, Jenna.
Yeah, come on.
Jenna.
Yeah, but what's your...
Like, damn, Jenna. Oh.
What's your TikTok name? Oh, it's right
My
there.
tick is like, no, I'm joking. No, it's Ticks, Trips, Truths.
Yes, awesome.
Tick Trips Truth. That's awesome.
So this is not a traditional creator that we've had on there. This is our first TikToker. We've had a ton of YouTubers on there, and what we try to do on the B side is bring somebody that's a creator, a gig worker, and then the other Wednesdays is just a gig worker, just a fan or whatever. So
absolutely.
I found Gina's. I'm going to screw that name up. I haven't done it yet.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's Jenna. Yeah.
I've been talking to Jesper about saying Jenna. In my head, it was Jenna, and then I was like, oh my God, no! I just found out it was Jenna. So, anyways, my bad.
Everybody does it. It's okay.
Awesome.
I think
my mom was on too much pain medicine whenever she named me. She couldn't spell it. So,
That's not very nice, Jenna. So I think we were showing some of her videos last show, right? One of her TikToks.
Maybe like a couple months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had messaged her, and I was like, hey, you want to be on the show? And then she gave me like a snide remark, like, I guess. And I was like, okay, well, I guess you don't want to. And then I was, no, you're totally fine. And then I was looking for some more guests. I was like, I'll circle back with her. And then she's like, yeah, I'd love to. And I was like, all right, let's go. So thank you for coming on.
Absolutely. So Jenna, go ahead and tell us a little bit about start by telling a little bit about your background in gig economy and Uber, Lyft, what you do, how long you've been driven, and your market.
So I don't really know where to start, but first of all, let me just tell you, I love what I do. I've had Tourette since I was 6 years old, and I'm able to use TikTok and Uber as a platform to bring awareness and to try to help other people, kids especially, learn how to deal with Tourette's.
Cool.
A lot of people, and a lot of videos that I've even seen too, they just make fun with it, but they don't try to help those who have it. Like, yeah, we all fucking know we have it. So can I cuss?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. It's explicit.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I have Tourette's, honey. You're going to have to let me cuss here. We're about to end it short here. But nobody ever talks about, how to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
I met this 14-year-old kid about just a few months ago before I started doing the TikTok thing. And his dad introduced me to him. He said he just got diagnosed with Tourette's. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I don't meet a lot of people with Tourette's syndrome. I mean, I have it. I just, kind of dealt with it or whatever. But, whenever I met him, he was just so standoffish. And I'm just like, it's okay. I've had it since I was 6. It's okay. You just got to make the best of it. And it was so sad because he distanced himself. He was so standoffish. It was almost like he felt ashamed and embarrassed that he had it. And that's whenever I was like, no, this is not, no. Something's got to change here, Yep. Like, people have asked me to write a book. People have asked me to, be an inspirational speaker and, stuff like that. And I've wanted to do that, but I figured this would be the best way to do it because I'm meeting people for the first time. Like, I have no idea who these people are whenever I first pick them up.
Right.
Yeah. So how did you get started in gig work itself? Like, how long you've been driving? What market are you in?
So I started driving about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And about 5 years ago. And I would always share funny stories on Facebook of like what happened and what my writers have said and yada, yada, yada. And, somebody said, man, you should like write a book about this and, and all that good stuff. And I'm just like, no, I don't know. And then some people, like a couple of my friends mentioned TikTok. And I was like, I don't even know how to use TikTok. I have no idea about that damn thing. Like, what the hell? I barely know how to use Facebook.
Right.
So yeah, so somebody mentioned it, and I said, you know what? Why not? So I had actually went on Facebook and asked my friends on Facebook, like, hey, you know what? What would be a good name for a TikTok? And then they helped me with Ticks, Trips, Truths, and wada bing, wada boom. I only created my TikTok page like 5 months ago, so I'm just kind of still new at it too.
Well, you're certainly hitting out of the ballpark though. So that's pretty cool. So you've driven for 5 years. I know our listeners want to know: are you full time or part time?
I'm part time.
You're part time. Okay.
Yeah, believe it or not, I'm a photographer.
Well, cool.
No, I believe it.
I photograph a lot of weddings and family
Nice.
pictures, and I travel nationwide photographing police and fire departments. So I've been from Miami-Dade Fire and Rescue to Portland, Oregon, to Orange County, California Sheriff's Department, Virginia, Denver, been all around. So
very, very cool. So when you're not doing that, you figure you might as well use your vehicles to make a little extra income.
yeah, why not?
Absolutely. No, that's why we all started. So that's cool. And what is your primary market, Jeannie, sorry.
What do you mean?
Your
Like,
where do you drive?
Where do you drive?
Oh, I drive in Evansville, Indiana. That's where I reside.
Indiana. Okay, very cool. And about what size market is that, would you say? How big is Evansville?
It's the population is about 117,000.
Okay, so
It's not too terribly big, and it's not real small. It's just a perfect size.
That's good. We actually have a lot of listeners in the medium-sized markets. So if you ever listen to one of the other episodes, we have some groups and stuff going on, but we don't want to get into that. So obviously you drive part-time, and then you said you've had your TikTok for 5 months. Talk a little bit about the very, very fast growth of the TikTok and what that's doing for you right now.
It's kind of crazy because I've just kind of lived my life the way I am, and I'm crazy and fun and like in your face, kind of thing. And then plus when you have my personality plus Tourette's, it's a lot, it's a lot, but what was your question? I'm so sorry. I have ADHD too. That's one of the many co-conditions I was blessed with Tourette. So what was your question?
We all know about that.
Yeah.
So my question was more just talking a little bit about your experience with the very, very sudden growth of your TikTok. You said you've had it for 5 months. You have how many followers do you have right now on TikTok?
151,000.
151,000 in 5 months, so that's a pretty good spike. and you have.
I don't know anything about it. Like my daughter was like, "I sent you something on TikTok. Did you get it?" And I was like, "No, I'm still trying to figure TikTok out." Like She's like, "Mom, how can you be viral on TikTok and not know how to use it?" I'm like, I don't know.
Sorry, honey. What does viral mean?
Do what?
Yeah, what does viral mean, honey?
I know, right? I'm like, what? Okay. But yeah, it's really crazy because, well, first and foremost, what I'm more thankful of and so happy and blessed about is people with Tourette syndrome have been reaching out to me.
That's super
But not
cool.
only that, parents of kids that's just been recently diagnosed with Tourette syndrome have reached out to me.
Okay.
And that's the main thing, in the future, I want to start doing videos for specific people with Tourette's. Like this one gal, she just got diagnosed, her daughter did, and she has no friends because of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that fucking sucks, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like, that's fucking bullshit, Like, that's why I want to make fun with it.
Yep.
Like my three kids have it. Here it is, ADHD. Okay, here, hang on. So what's it like for the sudden growth? It's fucking crazy. It's what it is. Like, I'll just be in Walmart and people be up to me and be like, "Hey, can I get a picture with you?" And I'm like, "Who are you?" And they're like, "You're the girl on TikTok, but you're the Uber driver." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, say cheese." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool."
That is cool.
People
though.
like ask for my autograph and stuff, and I'm like, "What the fuck? Why am I getting paid outside of Uber for this shit.
Yeah, no kidding.
That is very cool, though.
That was going to be another question. I know you said you struggled on the app a little bit, but when does TikTok start paying stuff out? Like I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know.
Okay, ask your daughter.
Yes.
Yes.
She's at college, so I don't want to mess with her a whole lot.
What college is she at?
She's at University of Louisville. She's in her senior year studying political science, and then she's going to go to law school and be an attorney.
There we go. That's she knows her way, huh? That's good.
Awesome.
Yes.
So let's play. We have a couple of videos that from your TikTok that you shared with us, and I really appreciate it. Sure. I will play. Let's play the actual in-car ones, and then if we have time, we'll play the news one. So this is one of her car rides. So we'll play that, and then we'll be right back.
Up front. Okay. Yeah. Hot seat. You okay with sitting up front?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm
okay.
I'm cool.
So my name is Jenna.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I have Tourette. And my ticks are a little bad today.
Okay.
Your name is Sean. Sean Bond!
Yeah.
How's your day going today, Sean?
Fine.
Well, that's great! Right. I do know how to drive good, okay? I promise I do. I've been driving since I was 16. Just some days my ticks are worse than others, you know?
Man, look, I gotta get you again.
Oh my gosh, okay. Hey, I'm so glad.
I gotta get you again.
Some people don't really know how to react to my Tourette's.
Why it's cutting out.
So I just really appreciate you just being so nice. Nice. Bye.
I'm about to get you again.
At the end, he was like, "Shh!" Like it was like a big sigh. Like
He was like, "Oh, right, exactly." When we pulled up, he's like, "Oh shit."
yeah.
A couple of questions came to my mind here, and obviously you're showing these videos on TikTok. Has there anybody have any like issues with the fact you're showing their faces and stuff like that on TikTok?
I always ask for permission before I have a camera. I have my dash cam here. I don't even have it plugged in unless I ask for their permission, because ultimately they're just paying for a ride.
Right.
Okay.
That's all they're doing.
Yep.
And so, I mean, if they're cool with making a TikTok, that's cool. If they don't want to make a TikTok, all right, that's cool too.
Okay, so all your TikToks is recorded right on your phone.
No, dash cam.
Oh.
Yes.
No, I do have a dash cam.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood that. Yep.
Yeah.
No, that's okay.
No, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I would be terrified if someone screamed in the car. Like I'd be like, I mean, especially with like, I think we talked on the show with all the safety issues that are going on, and like if you know, and he was sitting in the front, you know, but if you were sitting in the back and I'd be like, get me the fuck out of this car. Like I don't know what's going on. Have you ever had anybody react in a negative way with that?
No, because I always keep it positive.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, anytime you have positive energy, positive always weighs out negative. And so anytime that they even try to say something negative to me, I just come forward as in a positive force.
Yeah.
That's
so to
awesome.
speak.
That's awesome.
During the news article, they said you had 5 stars. So I
was gonna say,
that's more than I have.
Yeah, well, we all know you're generally negative, Jason. So
what is your rating, by the way, Esper?
It's probably not as sweet as yours. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Mine's a 4.97. You asshole.
Hey, so I generally drive at night. Do you see a difference in how people are when you drive during the day or drive during the night?
So like, people during the day are crazy as hell. That's where I get my crazy ass stories from when I shared them on Facebook or whatever, because people during the day, they have to have an Uber.
Yes.
Because they have to go places. They have to go to work. They have to go to doctor's appointments. On the weekends, you know, people plan to have an Uber. They're like, okay, cool, let's just take an Uber. So as you can see on all my videos, a majority of them are during the day.
Right. Yep. Exactly. That's what I was noticing too. Is I was wondering if you just don't drive during the bar crowd, which is when I drive, or that's just not where you get any of the stories.
I I don't really like to drive a lot at night,
Okay.
only because everybody and their mother's husband's cousin's uncle drives at night around here. Because it's, like I said, the population of Evansville is only 117,000.
Sure.
So we have, people coming from little small towns around our area to drive in Evansville, and they do it on the weekends. So
Yeah.
I'll just be sitting there, waiting for a ride. Whereas in the day, but Saturday early mornings and Sunday early mornings, fucking best ever, because I get to hear about all of the, I call them Uber of shames.
Oh, yeah,
The walk of
absolutely.
shame.
Yeah.
Yes. And I never realized like how bad infidelity was until
Oh.
I became an Uber driver.
yeah.
Holy
Absolutely.
shit. Holy shit. Like, I can't tell you how many times I have been approached. Like, I dropped somebody off at a hotel. He came in from New York, right? He was here on business. And he's like, here, hang on a minute. I'm going to go get you a tip. So he got $40 and he put it on my little console here. He goes, you want to come upstairs? And I took it and I put it in my bra, and I'm like, $40. My big toe's worth more than $40, prick, Bye.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yes, you ain't getting all this for no $40 damn dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Got to know your value. That's good. That's definitely good.
I mean,
What is such said value?
Yeah.
I mean, next story. I picked up this couple. At a hotel room, right? And I was taking them home, and they were giggling and laughing. I want to know what was so funny, right? Well, one day I'll learn just to keep my damn mouth shut, but I haven't learned in 43 years. So anyway, so they were saying, so it was on St. Patrick's Day, right? And he was like, ma'am, do you know how to get green food coloring stain off of skin? And I said, well, no. Why? Here's another mark. Shut your fucking mouth, Gina. All right. So she says, well, we were at a bar tonight and I brought green food coloring because I wanted green beer. And he told me he'll give me something green.
Syphilis?
Yeah. So as I pulled up, and he was like, do you know how to get a stain off like that? And I was like, no, I don't. And he's like, well, I got to get this green stain off my dick before I go home to my wife.
Oh, wow.
And then I said, you ready for this? Sounds like you got yourself into a little pickle.
Emphasis on the little.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so that was great.
Oh my gosh. So talk a little bit more about the influence that you are having or have had on as you mentioned before on people with Tourette's and more families, because that's really interesting to me how you've had this outpouring of love from all these families. I'd like to hear more about the feedback you've gotten from the parents.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, the one gal said that, she doesn't have any friends. So I told her I'd do a video on, for her specifically. And, other parents are just like, hey, I've been diagnosed with Tourette's, and my son has been diagnosed with Tourette's, and everything you're doing on here, we just laugh with it because we do the exact same damn things.
Right.
So what's important that I'm doing is that I'm fucking real as shit. All right. There's no fake here. What you see is what you get. And that was the only thing, that I was a little scared of today, because it's live. I can't go back and erase the stupid shit I said.
Oh no, you're fine. You're total fine.
Yeah. So, it's like the ADHD, the OCD, the mood disorders, and people with mood disorders, with the bipolar, personality disorder, and shit like that, it's like they can actually literally relate to my videos.
Oh, sure.
So it's
absolutely.
almost kind of not inspiring, but comforting to know that I'm okay with exposing myself. So it might be just fine for you to expose yourself too. You know what I mean? Be a little bit, not really expose yourself, but like feel more comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And what I think is cool
Yeah.
about your videos too, Gina, is that you're also showing how the other side reacts, and thereby showing, kind of giving us permission, if you will, to react as well. Right?
Yes.
Because most of the people don't know how to react when they see Tourette's.
Right.
Oh, that
Right,
stuff.
they
so,
don't.
So you're not making fun of it. You're educating how people can be. Right? You bring
100%.
and I think
Yes,
that's
that is perfect.
that's very, very cool. So I thought that was very, when you mentioned in the beginning what you're doing with all this, I was just, oh, that is so cool. That's really, really cool, and I have a ton of respect for that.
No, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That means a lot. I'm wanting to go, I want this to expand.
Sure.
I mean, obviously, and not just as a TikToker, because like I said, I don't know fucking shit about TikTok. but if this is the platform, that can allow me to expose my crazy ass self with tics and tricks and like
Truth.
all this crazy ass shit that I got going on, if I
Right.
can be, a guest speaker or, whatever, or I'm sorry, an influencer, shit, hang on, ADHD kicking in. If I can be, that inspirational speaker for other
Sure.
people, because this is just, having Tourette syndrome is just a little bit of, what I've gone through in my life,
Yeah.
And so I help a lot of people. I don't mean to toot my own horn. Please do not think that at all. I've been through hell and back, like fucking hell and back with my life.
Right.
I was poor. I was bullied. I had a kid at 15 and quit school after the 8th grade. And I started a business, and it exploded. And I played football. I was the only girl on the boys football team. So, when I'm trying to really get out there, the message out to not only kids with Tourette's, but parents with kids of Tourette's, don't fucking try to protect them. Like, don't fucking do that, because that's the worst thing.
Right.
Like, people with Tourette's, they have their own way of dealing with shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I guess everybody does. Everybody
No.
has their own way of dealing with shit, but I had to go big. Like, I had to do something, join the boys football team in school. And that's what really did it for me.
Well,
My mom and dad allowed me to do that. So
what I think is really neat is, as much as social media sucks,
Right.
it's really cool that you're able to do that and bring a voice to kids. Because back in the day, like when you were growing up, I mean, you said you were, I think, low 40s. I'm upper 40s. But back when we grew up, we didn't have that. So, like, you felt alone, right? You're like, I'm the only
100%.
kid or only person in the whole world that
Absolutely.
has this. But now you're like, oh, the internet, I can get this out there. And then people, like you said, kids that have it, parents that are like, oh my gosh, my kid's not the only one, or I'm not the only one. I can
Yes.
be myself,
Yes, exactly. That's perfect. That's perfect wording. Yes.
So moving forward with your channel, I know you kind of touched on it a little bit. You don't know what you're doing. You need to get someone in there to kind of help you. It ain't us, because we post on TikTok, but we don't know anything about it.
Right?
We're podcasters from the beginning. We don't know much about video at all, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We
But,
just think it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. So, yeah, I mean, what's next? You want to maybe speak to some kids and stuff, but
So what I really want to do is like do a roll call
Mhm.
and have like a lot of people with Tourette's in my vehicle, and we can do a TikTok together.
oh boy,
Oh,
that'll
nice.
be
Yeah.
that'll be amazing.
Right? See? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we can I can laugh with them, and I can get the whole Okay. When I walk into a room, honey, I'm just like, boom, bam, bitches. So whenever people get in my car, okay, that's the way it's going to be. All right.
Yeah.
They ain't going to have time to be like, oh, it's so awkward. No. Mm-mm. I break the ice, honey. I don't only break the ice. I bring that shit to a whole ass boiling point. There will not be any kind of awkward moments in this vehicle. I can promise you.
Right. Definitely. There's lots and lots of energy around you. I can sense that all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is
all the time.
which is very, very cool, actually. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, my kids and my husband, I'll be like, look at this new TikTok, everybody's laughing about it, blah, blah, blah. And they're just looking at it like this. I'm like, well, isn't it funny? He's like, we deal with you like that all the time.
There is somebody on TikTok that I'm sure you know her. She's young, and she's got a huge following. I mean, millions of people. But man, she says some crazy stuff. Like, it's not like I feel like Tourette sometimes takes on what you are in that moment as a personality and what maybe you speak normally, because she's got talk about a potty mouth. I mean, she says some crazy stuff, and
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'll have to share it with you. I don't know her name. I don't follow her or anything, but they'll pop. You know how the For You page it pops up, but it's just crazy how different Tourette's is for different people. Like, I mean, as far as like what their personality is and those kind of things.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you're married.
Absolutely.
You're married. You have 3 kids. And
I have 4 kids.
4 children. Okay. And
we have 4 children. Yeah, sorry, we have 4 children. Yeah,
that's okay. And do they all have Tourette's as well?
3 of them do.
Okay.
3 boys, and then my daughter doesn't.
Okay. But they obviously grown up with mom having this and have dealt with that.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? We have had a fucking blast with it. I've got pulled over by police officers. I cussed them out, and they're like just laughing. And like, okay, all right. Have a good day, ma'am. I'm like, okay, motherfucker.
Like, I don't want to write this report.
No, I know.
Right, exactly.
They don't want to write that. They don't want to write.
They don't want this, you know.
So you took the question out of my mouth exactly. It was like, okay, so obviously when you started doing this TikTok, you had mentioned you got a little bit of help from one of your daughters. But what was the rest of the reaction from the family as they are seeing how this is going crazy? Are you still getting support there, or are they kind of over it, or?
My husband is my biggest fan. He is my biggest supporter. You know, he knows how bad I want to write a book and tell my story and be an inspiration for single moms, for people with Tourette's, for women that's been in an abusive relationship, getting out of that, self-love. There's all kinds of things I really would love to touch on, you know, and he knows that. And so so we've been married for about 4 or 5 years. And he's just really brought out the best in me. He's very patient.
Thank the Lord.
And he loves me. And do what?
I said, thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord. Exactly. You know, so he's my biggest fan. He roots me on. He encourages me. He's wonderful. But I told him, I said, honey, if I was you, I would have left my ass a long damn time ago because I have to sleep. Okay. I used to beat the living fuck out of this poor guy. He could not sleep or anything because I would because with Tourette's, whatever, if you tell yourself like, don't twitch and everything, you know, it gets like 500 times worse.
Okay.
It does. It's awesome.
So let's
great.
As we wrap up, let's play this last video and then we'll say our goodbyes. And then this one's kind of funny. I don't know if this is the right one, but we'll see.
Okay, have you ever done somebody's hair that has Tourette syndrome? No. If I were to wear something like that, how would I do that? Okay. Oh. Turn around. Okay, turn around. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm trying. Okay. Look at me. Oh shit. What would Tourette tell you if I tell myself not to twitch? Okay, let's try it one more time.
Is this on the clock?
Okay.
Let's do it real quick.
Is this a ride?
Let's do it real quick.
Is she getting paid wait time?
Oh, I don't know.
All right.
1, 2, 3, here we go.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay. Okay.
The laughing gets
Yeah,
me.
let's try. Does it bring out my eyes?
Yep. Makes you look like a gangster. Hey,
something. You did a great job doing this whole thing. I'm sitting here jerking and twitching and... Well, maybe. Like...
Wait.
Do I have to tuck this?
Yeah, you just tuck it in there.
Always got to tuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
So Jason would like to know if this was on the clock. If this is really just a fancy way for you to make the rides longer.
the awesome time you get paid.
Oh, no. Well, a little bit. She said she was a hairdresser, so I just want to kind of give her a little bit of practice.
Yeah.
There
You never
go.
know. There could be a person with Tourette's. This is a learning opportunity.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
And I wanted to do that for her. So,
I appreciate that. So,
That's awesome.
Gina, can you tell everyone again what your channel is as we're signing off?
hi, everyone. My TikTok account is named Tics, Trips, Truths. So TICS, it's Tics. Trips is TRIPS, and then Truths, TRUTHS.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You gotta say that slow, otherwise. Well, I mean, I have to say it slow
I
too,
know.
otherwise I'm gonna mess it up.
Ticks, trips, and truth.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No,
Incredible.
not and. Just Tics, Trips, Truths.
I wrote "and" on there because I wrote it on there because in my
It's
head it
Jason's
sounded.
fault.
Okay.
It's Jason's fault.
Well, yeah. Well, TikTok has
All your fault.
everything together anyway, so there's no "and" or whatever.
Yeah.
But
That's
I'll
very
make
cool.
sure it's correct in the show notes. But Gina, we can't thank you enough
Yes.
for coming on. Stay on the line real quick after we end this, and then I appreciate you coming on.
And good luck in the future. It's
Okay.
awesome what you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much.
This podcast is produced and edited by Hey Guys Media Group. Want to start a podcast? Check out heyguysmediagroup.com.